Here's what my cucumbers look like. Remember, I'm growing them vertically behind my garden this year. Well, I do that every year, I guess. I trimmed off all of the lower leaves to just make sure that this area is nice and clear. It's airy. It's not going to get mildew or any issues like that. And then I've got them growing straight up. Don't be afraid to prune your cucumbers. You can cut off quite a few leaves. I mean, you want to leave enough so that it's, you know, absorbing stuff from the sun, and it also protects the cucumbers. I've got a lot of cucumbers coming in. I've got some pickling cucumbers down here. I've got some English cucumbers, the seedless ones. So yeah, you want your fruit protected. I think once they get further up here, I'm gonna just have them start going over this way. They grow like crazy, and I actually have one coming out of the front. I'm just gonna grow it along the box. So I like to maximize my space and use all the space that I can. I also have like random peas planted this year. Like here's a pea that I just poked in there and it's growing up with this tomato. There's another one over here. And I threw some dill in here. I just kind of like packed everything in this year and it worked really well. Got some carrots down here. As soon as I pick these tomatoes, I'm gonna cut this big branch off, so that'll be out of the way. Yeah. Oh, I know what I was gonna tell you guys. So I don't have an issue with pollination. I plant a lot of like beneficial flowers, herbs, you know, stuff that attracts bees. But if you don't have a lot of that stuff, you can end up with cucumbers that are not being pollinated. And I wish I had an example to show you. Actually, I do right here. Okay, so these two cucumbers were both not pollinated, and that's why they look like this. So these will not grow anymore. They'll turn yellow, brown, die, and then fall off. Whereas you can see like this one was pollinated and looks beautiful and it'll keep growing. So if you notice you're having those issues, you can self-pollinate. You can plant more flowers and things to attract bees. Self-pollinating I think is way too much work for me. I've heard of people just like shaking the flowers. I don't know how well that works though. But yeah, there's a little bit about cucumbers. We're gonna see how this does this year. Well, I also pulled all of my romaine out. That's why I have these empty holes. And I'll plant something else there. Maybe something like a good fall crop.